last month, in August of 2017, the Financial Accounting Standards Board issued a proposed accounting standards update, or ASU as people like to call it, clarifying the scope and guidance for grants and contracts received by not-for-profit entities. That may not be the exact title, but that's the thrust of it. And it's going to provide guidance as to how nonprofits can determine whether a government contract, or for that matter, a contract with any other sponsor, such as a private foundation, is a contract with a customer, or is it a contribution, and how to determine that. If it's an exchange transaction, again, we would look to Topic 606 for guidance, how to handle contracts with customers. If it's a contribution transaction, we would look to Topic 958-605, which has been there for many years. So here's the guidance that they're providing. And this is, remember, a proposed ASU. It's not finalized yet. Things could change. I don't think they will, nothing drastic, but here's what they've said. The government is not equivalent to the general public. That's a big misconception on the part of many people, that the government is the public. No, they're not. The government is not the public. We can get into all sorts of constitutional and philosophical arguments, but from an accounting perspective, the government is not the general public. If there is no direct benefit received, or the benefit received by the government under this contract is incidental to the public benefit received by the nonprofit, then it is not commensurate value received by the government, and thus is not an exchange transaction. If the payer, and that's the government, is not receiving commensurate value for its payment, and in the case of the scenario I described before, the government is not receiving commensurate value. The value is to the public, the parents and the students. That's the public, not the government. Then it is not an exchange transaction. It is not a contract with the customer. The government is not a customer of the nonprofit organization.